Good morning. It's July 10th, 2010, about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got a backyard garden, and I've tried to integrate a lot of flowers so I don't look like I have a farm in my backyard, because I do live in a ordinary residential neighborhood. And I've got asparagus. So that's the fern. Since it's July, that's the way the asparagus have grown out, and got lots of flowers. See, those are raspberry or blackberry. There's a blackberry bushes. Let's see, zoom in. Got them there, so that it looks green and also pretty. Lots of flowers, lots of Shasta daisies. Purple cone flowers. I forgot what these are called. Maybe blanket flowers. We had a good rain last night, yay, and knocked a lot of the petals off of them. But they're a pretty hardy flower. They come back every year. I think they reseed. There they are. And then I've got black-eyed daisies, and then behind that I have the cantaloupes. So I hopefully don't look like I have an industrialized farm. But I actually think maybe the neighbors like walking by, checking out the progress of my cantaloupes. That one's coming along pretty good, but it still has a way to go. You gotta turn white. There's lots of cantaloupes in there. I don't know if you can see them from the camera, but they're in there. And I like to keep, I'm walking along the road, but I have a corner lot, which is really nice for a garden because I get a lot of sun, which is what you need for tomatoes, cantaloupes, peppers, all those fruit-bearing type of plants. Now I'm walking up my driveway. As you can see, I kind of have the black-eyed Susans ringing, the vegetables, the cantaloupes here, and got a nice pot with a knockout rose, and then I've got more of those Shasta daisies, and here's more cantaloupes. We love melons. Our family and friends all seem to like melons too. And yeah, I have a lot of, this is like my tomato garden mostly here, and I have it ringed with liriope, and which comes back every year. And then I put marigolds in there, and there's a lot of tomatoes in there, and they're delicious. Oh, I passed one of my pepper plants. There's another pepper plant in there. I don't know how good you can see it. See, and here's our pet snake. He never moves unless we pick him up and move him. It's supposed to keep the birds and the squirrels away. I'm not sure it works. But there's two more tomato plants there, and two more here. And then you can cut through this walkway here, which I have more Shasta daisies. And here's one cucumber plant. It's a Poinsett 76, I think. It's a new one for me this year. I grew it because it said disease resistant, although I notice there's a lot of spots on the leaves. But it produces a lot of leaves, a lot of cucumbers. It's very prolific. Another cucumber plant, and then now you can see, we'll point towards the street. That's where I started off down there. There's that same blackberry plant. When the blackberries turn black, they're ready to eat. And I hope a friend will come over and pick them and take them away. There's my asparagus fern. Looks great. I'm thinking about putting more asparagus in here. I have more daisies. See, another cantaloupe plant here. Right there, more cantaloupes. This is just one big cantaloupe plant, and then the watermelon plant is back there. I think you see the watermelon plant on the left. The plant takes up a lot of room, and it's kind of got black-eyed Susans and daisies in front of it, and there were irises growing in front, so that it It kind of blends in without having the farm look to it. So we don't have any covenants in our neighborhood, thank goodness. Got chives, and there's that big cucumber plant, and the other one. And so I have it all planned out. There's some green beans. Oh, look at those peppers. They're ready to eat. I love those. And my tomato plants. And then coming back through, even have onions down in there. I don't know if you can see them. And then got the bird bath and the kitty. And there's my watermelon plant. This year it's not producing a lot of flowers. It's been really, really hot. I pulled one watermelon off the other day. It's delicious. And there's the other one that's left. And sorry to say, no more flowers. So I just get 2 watermelons this year. Got a pepper in here. Got lots of different things in here. Some of them are perennials, so they flowered and they're done. This is some snapdragons that are still hanging in here, even though it's been so hot. But got a nandina, lots of marigolds, dahlias. Try and make it look attractive, at least from the house. I've got the house to my back now, and try to keep things blooming, and then behind have the flowers. And there's our shed. Nothing of value in it, even though people try to break into it. And then as we come around, I've got another blackberry bush here. It doesn't get as much sun, so these blackberries are a little behind. A lot of red ones, not ready. And then I had my potatoes in here, and I've harvested a lot of the ones that I planted earlier. There's a couple in there. And then there's a second row back there, and behind that are raspberry bushes, which produce, well, they've got flowers on it. Then I have the petunias that have popped up here. Another asparagus plant that planted itself there, but gives us plenty of asparagus. Blueberry plant. See, there's the raspberries. You can hardly see them. They're so small. More blueberry plants. And this is a really good thing. My brother made this cage because the birds love to eat blueberries, and they like to eat them when they're still real tart, and they just take them all off before you even get a chance to get to them. So again, I got some flowers growing. It's my compost bin, and more flowers. This is the side of the house. And this is my overflow garden, which has a bunch of onions. These are green onions that have gone to seed, and I'm going to either make onion sprouts with a lot of them or just go ahead and sprinkle the seeds around, and the onions will pop up, and I'll have plenty of green onions in the spring. There's a pepper plant. There's an English cucumber plant. And these are the tomato plants that I didn't find a home for. It's always good to have an extra 4 plants. A lot of them were kind of sickly, so or a couple of them were kind of sickly. They have got a late start. And there's my purple cone flowers. Some more green beans. So that's the side yard. And then the rest of the yard is more just regular flowers, and my shade garden over there, and down by the front I've got some gardens down there with flowers. And there's my new crepe myrtle. So we just live in a typical neighborhood, and I've tried to integrate a lot of things that I can eat, that I like to eat. And that's it. Bye.